Hello everyone, my name is Rydon and welcome back to Rydon Hobbies. Today, we're going to be painting Ahnslaine, the Revenant Archer, out of the Warhammer Underworlds Ylthari's Guardians box set. Now, I assembled this miniature in the last video, and then immediately afterwards I hit it and her friends with some Zethal priming, so that they pop just a little bit more. Now, without much further ado, we're going to get started painting. Today, I decided to focus less on commentary and more on the experience of relaxing and listening to the music while I paint. So, let's go ahead and get started. Each of the paint schemes that were chosen by my brother are themed to a certain thing. I wonder by the end of this series how many of you will be able to guess what the theme is. I will definitely be able to post that in the last episode so that you guys can see it and judge whether or not I was able to successfully do it or not. I have affixed Ahnslaine to an old can of Tester's Dull Coat, just using a little bit of poster putty to keep her balanced, and that for the most part is just keeping her there so I could focus on painting and making her look as good as I can. Now, bear in mind this is my first time painting and assembling my own minis, so I hope that you are a little bit more patient with me if I make any amateurish mistakes, because I'm certain I will. You'll have to forgive me for not being able to center her more accurately. I am working on adjusting to painting with the camera a little bit, so for the next few videos there are a few times where I do go off center or go off to the side. In editing I'm trying to get rid of as much of that footage as possible, but Please be patient with me if I make any mistakes like that. Unfortunately, the SD card I was filming with did get corrupted, so at some point while I'm in the middle of wet blending her bow, I do lose a little bit of footage, and when we return, it's the next day already, and she has her hair and bow more or less finished. This is my first time wet blending, and I wanted to try something new, so for each of these miniatures, on at least one part of them, I tried to wet blend just to spice it up a little bit and add a little bit of extra color. In addition, it helped me complete the color scheme that my brother wanted with each of these miniatures. And there it was, the dreaded loss of footage. We popped back in here and you can see that I've finished a lot of her base coat. The bow has been blended. I started with an orange towards the handle, moved towards white, and I painted in the leaves on her back there. I tried to keep the color scheme mostly the same, oranges and whites. And I used a flat flush for her skin tone without mixing it at all, because it seems kind of orangish to me as is. I'm a little bit concerned by whose flesh is that orange and isn't our president. Unfortunately, a lock of my hair got in front of the camera there. I do have very long hair, and since this was earlier in the morning, I decided not to put it in a ponytail before I worked, and it turns out that was a mistake. You're going to see my hair making a cameo throughout the rest of this video, unfortunately. I decided to go with purple for her little bug friend that's acting as her quiver. When my brother gave me the color schemes, he gave them for me just to paint the miniatures themselves, the main figures. He left me with free reins to color the bases and their friends, so I did my best to try to make them match. And you can let me know in the comments whether or not I did a good job. And there we have it. I'm just putting some finishing touches on the base, and here she is in her completed glory. Let me know what you all think, and I'll see you in the next video.